First, calculate the charges of all the ions. Let's make them balanced molecules. And now let's balance the equation. Now, to note whether they're aqueous or solid, now we are going to convert grams to moles. So in this experiment, we are using 1 gram of copper sulfate and 0.2 grams of sodium hydroxide. We can see their molar masses by using the periodic table. Now divide the grams by their molar masses, and we get 0.006 moles plus minus and 0.005. The excess reactant, or the limiting factor, we have to look at the ratio which is presented. NaOH to CuSO4 is 2:1. Now we have to note that we have 0.006 moles of CuSO4, so theoretically we should have 0.012 moles of NaOH. However, we notice that we are using only 0.005 moles of NaOH. 0.005 moles of NaOH is less than 0.012 moles of NaOH.
The limiting factor is NaOH and will determine when the reaction with CuSO4 ends and therefore limit the product produced.
So now we are going to find the theoretical mass of the precipitate product. In this case, it is our only solid in this experiment, so copper hydroxide. Now remember, the theoretical yield is based off the limiting factor, which we knew is NaOH, sodium hydroxide. So based off of the grams, so we have 0.2 grams, also known as 0.005 moles of sodium hydroxide. What we are going to do is we are going to multiply it by the ratio of moles in the balanced chemical equation of copper hydroxide to sodium hydroxide, which is 1:2. Now we are going to, this cancels out the moles of sodium hydroxide. Now we are going to get rid of the moles of copper hydroxide and multiply it by its molar mass. And this equates to 0.244 grams of copper hydroxide.
The mass of the precipitate product, we have to do the following. We had to, our filter paper tore while we were trying to filter the first time, so we had to do another filter paper. That's why we have 2 masses of watch glass, filter paper, and precipitate. The overall mass of this is 109.87. To calculate the precipitate mass, we minus 109.87 and 109.65, which is the mass of the watch glass and filter paper, and then we get a actual yield of 0.22 grams. We are going to calculate the percentage yield. So first thing first, we need to calculate. We have our actual yield, which was 0.22, over our theoretical one, which is 0.244. And that is going to be multiplied by 100. And then our percentage yield is 90.2%.